Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I know it is very so I'm hoping maybe some of you will watch it back later. But I woke up as uh, hold on. I gotta get a coloring ring on. We need some color today, girls. How's everybody doing? Are you up having your coffee? If you are, or if you couldn't sleep from the night before, like me, my sleep schedule is such a disaster. Anyway, she finally got here last night. Didn't arrive until like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It was so I didn't even have the wherewithal or energy to color with her. So I said, fine, I'm just gonna start with her in the morning. And but I wanted to give you a quick flip through. She's here just in case you don't have one yet. If you don't, you guys, it's like $11. Treat yourself. You deserve it. You're worth it. You can have a coloring book. Anyway, beautiful little welcome page. I love the heart. I'm gonna do something special with her for Valentine's Day. I think I'm gonna try the watercolor. I know I keep saying I'm gonna try to, but you know how it goes. Introduction, story about what Joanna wanted to do with the whole thing. I like this book. I was nervous when I first got it. Hold on a minute, let me get the camera down. I got light issues going on here. I don't know why I thought I could do this at 7:14 a.m. Oh, give me just a minute. Let me sort it out. Here, how about that? I look better? Okay, if anybody's out there, I hope it looks better. So I love it that it has lots and lots and lots of little vignettes. It's not like the what can I say, Kirby books where you're just committed to a massive, undergoing. I love that there's little snacks, I call them. Here's the Emily. Emily did the elephant, and she did such a fine job. Hi, Emily, if you're out. I hope you're sleeping in. You marathon there, girl. And I'm so sorry I missed half of it, but I'm back. My sleep schedule is sort of a disaster. I love this print. I can't wait. I think I'm gonna cut it out. And I'm gonna try a little bit of the Tim Holton embossing party, and I'm going to emboss the swans and try to make it like a wedding page. I've already decided I'm going to do that. So it's going to be all white and silver and gold. There will not be peacocky colors. Peacocky? Is peacocky a word? I'm really like 3 sips into coffee. I have probably no business being on the UBTV live right now, but I don't know. The mood struck me, and I thought I'm going to do a little impulse walkthrough this book. Oh God, you guys, I was just so sick to my stomach yesterday. I don't know what the heck hit me, but thank God it went away. Bicycle, how cute for the summer. Mandala, always love a good mandala. The horse with the Chinese thing, that kind of made me think for a minute. What where are you going there? Anyway, but look, little bottles. You could just do a bottle if you wanted to just sit down and color for a half an hour, and not stress yourself. You know what I mean? And then of course there's the Joanna big pages where she keeps it really, really busy. And I love this for under the sea kind of um I don't know, I guess it's the Maharaja or something, but it's just beautiful. Steampunk. She about the steampunk, which is super cool because Claire, Color with Claire. Have you guys gone to see Color with Claire? You must, must, must. And Claire, I give you a shout out and I give you the biggest, biggest hugs. I'm such a fan. She does amazing. She has these little oh god, I'm so sorry, I can't remember who makes them. Those little square palettes of heavy pigmented shiny paints and does all kinds of like different golds with them. She did something called a tiger eye, and that's what's going to happen to this fish. Um, Cakes, I get a kick out of cakes. I used to draw cakes all the time for clients because I did wedding cakes. Um, they weren't quite this cartoonish, but um, they're these cakes are so pop art. They're going to be fun, and you can just do one or two. You don't have to do the whole. You don't have to do them all at once. And that I love. I love doing houses also. Inky House had that page with the house on it. I couldn't believe I had so much fun coloring that. So I'm really excited about that. She's getting such a variety here. Actually, be beautiful for a Christmas colorings, blue or silvers and all kinds of that. Um, and then there's wallpaper, and these are going to be so much fun. This one could actually even do. I mean, I know it's lemons, but the flowers almost look like poinsettias. You could do a Christmas page out of this and make it go bam. I mean, you could do these as figs and frosted fruits. They don't have to be lemons. That could be fun too. A great big bug. Probably won't be doing that soon. I'm not into bugs. I gotta say, I just don't like coloring bugs. But you know what? He's got a lot of flowers on him, and maybe he might grow on me. I don't know. The swirly pages, I love doing the swirly pages. And you know what? The swirly pages are so much fun to do with? Pans. I mean, just pan pastel the background in like, three or four different colors. And I mean, oh, also something I'm definitely going to try in the future, and this might be something I could actually do in a sitting, like 2 hours or so, if I wanted to. I could do the distressings. Um, yeah, which Zucchini Kitty has got me hooked on those. I mean, I've been watching her and thinking, I can't do that, I can't do that. And I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I'm going to try it. I love this page so much. I mean, look, it's like a little tent party in the living room. It's so cute. So cute. Another dome that you could do in Christmas colors if you wanted to. This is a long term book. This is not one of those, you know, just a summer book or just a Christmas book. Um, cannot wait to do the bed. And I'm going to try to draw doggies on the bed. I mean, I've been trying to do freehand dogs lately. Been spending a lot of time with Bonnie Snowden, practicing my dogs in between dining, of course, which I kind of get off of that. Oh my God, is there like a detox program for diamond painting? People, it is way too aggressive. John's gonna love this airplane. You know, when your husband's an aviator, gotta have an airplane somewhere. Uh, the birds. We could do Four Seasons of birds, of course. And these little houses are too cute. They're just too cute. And this is what I was saying. I think she really really did it for the upcoming life when our life is about to get a little bit busier because oh, good news. I'm trying not to brag about it because I feel like hold on, look at that. I feel like it's a very bittersweet feeling. I'm getting vaccinated, John and I both, and this week we're getting the double vaccination because that's the only thing available, and they could shoot hot dog water out my arm. I don't care. I just just get me get me vaccinated. Anyway, so we're doing that, and I feel like I'm really, really happy to get it done because I'm in sort of a high risk situation. So I've really been living like quite the hermit. But I have to tell you, I'm kind of a natural. I'm kind of a natural hermit. So it's not really like, oh great, now I gotta lose 20 or 30 pounds ASAP and get ready to get back out there in the world. And how am I supposed to be losing weight ASAP when I have this? Look, a whole jar of robin eggs, malt chocolates. Oh my God. And a couple of little Hershey kisses and some other stuff. This is so bad. And it's right here on my desk. Like, I couldn't even put it out of reach. I didn't have the willpower. Anyway, they're my favorite little chocolates ever. And you know what you can do with them? If you put them like in a little baggie and then ziplock the baggie and then just take your rolling pin and roll it over it and sprinkle it over ice cream. Oh, girl, it's a chocolate malt. It really is. It's so they're so light and they're so delicious. And I even throw a couple in my coffee sometimes. I just dump a couple in my coffee and let it melt down, and it tastes like a chocolate milk coffee. It's really good. So, I love those little things, and I kinda tend to hoard them up because Easter comes and goes so quickly. This I adore. Um, of course, it has the water line, so you're doing half water, half dry land. I cannot wait to do the fish. I did fish in her other book, the sea life book, and it was a fish similar to this. It was a great big fish. You remember the big fish. If you're a Joanna fan, you know about the big fish. And it was the first time I really practiced my blending on a fish. And it was so good. Oh my God, I was so proud of myself. So I'm ready to do another fish. It's been a while. Been a minute. Been a minute. Um, I don't know what kind of sorcery this is. This scares the crap out of me. Does this scare the crap out of you? This scares the crap out of me. This is like I'm not doing anything for a weekend. Walk your dogs, cook your own food, take care of the offspring. Do what you want to do, but don't bug me because literally I won't be able to feel any circulation in my butt when I'm done with this page. It scares me. This I love. Just quarter it like this and do like 4 seasons. Like I'm gonna do pastel, spring colors, and autumn colors and winter colors. I think that would be so much fun, right? And then here's a square for every day of the week. Have a square. I like the little squares. Sometimes you just want to doodle around with a square. You don't always want to take it so seriously. So maybe the squares will be fun. Uh, this swan. I I think I want to do the embossing on the swan too. And then there's another big fat bug, and we all know how I feel about bugs. Y'all know me. You know me. You know I'm not a bug girl, but you know, and this puss. Look at those dreamy eyes. I'm sorry, somebody's car alarm is gonna go off. George is gonna bark at it. because George thinks that his big mouth will stop the car alarm. This man, he bought a car, one of my neighbors, and they don't know how to undo their car alarm. And this goes off every freaking morning. I just want to go out there and like bring him my phone and show him a YouTube. This is how you do it, stupid. People, please learn how to operate your cars. Oh, speaking of cars, we're gonna do Sunday we're going back out to see the bluebonnets because the bluebonnets they were getting kind of thick, but now the bluebonnets in Texas are kind of like the cherry blossoms in Washington D.C. They only come out for a short time, but we thought we would have no bluebonnets this year, and they boom just sprout out all over Texas. Like you're driving on the highway and you're going down the highway, and the side kind of slopes down where there'll be like little swoops with grass, totally blue, beautiful, beautiful. Hold on a second, I'll show you. Wait, give me a minute. I'm just gonna put her on here. Now let me try to sneak out of my chair. I got a new chair. I know, I'm so excited. It finally arrived. Okay, blonde girl, where's your telephone? Here it is. Hold on, I got it. Yeah, chair, and it has new chair creak, but I'm sure that will go away in time. It's leather, so it has that new leather smell. Oh, is there anything better than a new leather smell chair? Hold on just a second, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The best way to show you is on my phone because we all know I'm technically not being talked. Okay, that George, come here, buddy. Come on. George is doing his preview. He's on the keys, trying to do it. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Look at all the bluebonnets. They just explode everywhere. And by the way, when we stop to take these pictures, we stop traffic. The police came. They were like, "Girl, what are you doing?" It's like, "Can I take a picture with your dog?" So there's like all these cops taking pictures with my dogs. I gotta show it to you. But I was like, "Yeah." I said, I just found a good patch and I wanted to take a picture with my baby or my babies, one at a time. And anyways, so that happened. And so yeah, me and the law. Hi, Patches. Good morning, honey. The sound is choppy. Hold on. Hold on. I can make it better. I think I can make it better. Let's see if it's. Give me 1 second. Is it better now? Can you hear me better now? I hope so. Please let me know. And I'm gonna make sure that the headphones are turned off. Yeah, they're off. Okay, good. Because the headphones match with they muddle with the sound. Anyway, can you hear me better now, sweetie? Is that better? Just let me know. Because if you can't, I can try to put the little swooshy filter thing on it. Let me see. I am so God, I gotta get better at this. This is where I wish I had gone to college and actually taken a class. Much better. Oh, good. Okay, good morning, darling. Welcome to the channel. I am just showing the Worlds of Wonder book, doing a quick walkthrough on it. I don't know if you have it. If you don't, please get it. The quality is just, oh my God, Jesus, a good paper. Nice hardstock. I just love it. And so I was doing a little chatting about my week. Um, Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you love my peers. I'm so glad. I love them too. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a vlog. I've been getting a ton, and I mean a ton. Like to me, a ton is over 100. Okay, I don't get 100 like comment anything. I mean, nobody wants to hear that much of me, you know. Uh, they want 100, but I think literally over 100. Please do more with your dogs. Please do more with your dogs. I need help with my dogs. How do I do this? How do I do that? And so I took a little time off. I wrote down every single one of these questions. And then I thought, I'm going to do a Patreon and YouTube vlog. So you'll see my ugly mug, but you'll see my pretty dogs. And we're going to do um, not so much tutorials. I'm just going to talk the way that all I can be is me. Okay. I cannot be anybody else. I'm just me. And so what you get with me is 25 years. I have been training dogs for 25 years. And I just couldn't believe, like, when I look back, I was like, John was showing me some pictures when I was training some dogs. And I was like, that picture is 25 years old. Oh my God. I had such a good butt back then. Anyway, so what I was saying about the book, Patches, is that I love it because it has these little vignettes, so you can just color a cupcake and call it a day. You don't have to, you don't have to go into these like this big massive. I mean, look at some of these pages are just look at this. What kind of sorcery is that? Isn't that scary to you? I mean, oh my God. This is a double page, and I'm thinking, yeah, when I have a weekend and I got nothing to do, like, it's gonna be one of those weekends when I den up and in my new chair that I got for my birthday, and with all my polys and all my pans and all my and my new what are those crayons called? Oil pastels. I love those things. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, so the vlog is going to be fun. First of all, it'll be fun because it will be raw and it will be real because I don't know how to edit yet. I've seen people do editing and it looks so great. And then I get on the edit page and I freeze up like a frozen child. I'm like really afraid of it. I gotta get unafraid of it and get used to doing it. And then I will the vlogs will get better. But for the meantime, they're just gonna be basically like I have this one woman who said, every time I try to feed my dogs, they bicker and fight, or they want to go to each other's bowls. And how do I deal with that? And then I have another one who's like, well, every time that dog goes, if she goes potty on my floor, I put it right in the crate. And I'm like, that's wrong. So I'm going to be a little bit in your face because a lot of people, and I mean thousands of people, um, adopted dogs when the pandemic began. And they are, I am with you on editing. I've been holding off. It's scary. I don't know why. And John sits down and he does it like he's just, coloring a crayon. I hate that. I hate that he's so smart and stuff. I just hate it. But I if I just watch him, I told him, "You have to give me notes, like, you have to show me, and then I have to write it down step by step." So, let's work on it together, girl. We'll try our best. We'll try our best. We'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, it's not computer's not gonna blow up or anything. I mean, God, let's just take baby steps because right now I just want to get the vlogs going. Um, we're gonna start with doing car rides in the vlog, and then I'm gonna take them to the lake, and then I'm gonna take them, out in public so we can yeah, a thumbs up. That's my girl. You can do it. I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, a parakeet can do it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be all about the dogs because everybody's been asking me a lot of questions about the dogs, but I'm doing the coloring and then I'm doing the diamond painting and then it's just all muddled. So I'm going to do a separate I'm still gonna post on this channel the dog vlogs that I post, but I'm on to do a Patreon that is completely devoted to helping you. And I'm not doing it in a judgy way. I'm not going to be judgy. I'm not that girl. I don't subscribe to judgy people. And by the way, I've had a few lately, and I've had to verbally like put them down in the corner. And I'm not doing that anymore. This is YouTube. This is not, if you're looking for a fight, you came to the wrong girl. That's basically. And she was looking for a fight. And I was like, you got the wrong girl. Move on, ho. I'm not bothering with you. I don't have time for that. Anyway, so the dogs are going to be fun and we're going to try to keep it fun. We're also going to keep it non-judgmental. And I'm going to have a private message board that only can see so that people can ask questions, not feel embarrassed and not feel like, oh my God, am I a horrible dog owner because I let this dog do that. Um, and these are strictly my opinions from what I have learned over the years. And there'll be a few stories in there. I mean, I don't know, Patches, did you hear the story about um the English Mastiff that I rescued basically? I took him. We were I was volunteering with the fire department and we were going around these neighborhoods and some of the neighborhoods were a little less fortunate than other neighborhoods. I'm not judgy. People are suffering everywhere. Not everybody is born with a golden spoon in their mouth, right? Anyway, but this house, we would go to the houses and we offered to put in free smoke detectors with a 10-year lithium battery, just to keep them safe. And we would even put 2 or 3 in a house if we had to. And we did it as a outreach to the community, and they loved it. For the most part, they loved it. So we went by this one house. Now, it was a 2-day project, okay? We had this whole circumference of a neighborhood, and we had 2 days. So we showed up with a fire truck, and we had our and I mean, people hugged us, and one lady gave us, a cheesecake that she just baked because she just wanted to thank us. And I mean, oh my God, it was a really good outreach. It had a great response. But we went to this one house and it was not every time I ring the doorbell, nobody would answer. And the side gate was cracked open. And this is in August in Texas, which is basically Satan's waiting room. I mean, it gets hella hot here. I mean, you just really, there's just no air to breathe. And when you do breathe it, the air is like 180 degrees. It is so freaking hot. And you're in your uniform. And I'm like sweating through my bra, sweating through everything. Everything. Anyway, so Patches, here's what I'm doing. I'm knocking on this house. Day one, nobody answers. I see this dog outside in the backyard. He's just kind of going, "Oof, It's like a struggle to bark, you know, and I can tell it's a big dog. And I look through the gate, and there's this dog, and he's chained to a tree, but the tree has hardly no branches, so there's no shade. And there's a bowl in front of him, and there's no water. So he has no water, no shade, and he's sitting outside in 115 effing nasty, hot, humid, just awful temperature. And he's a big boy. He's about 230 pounds. He's an English Mastiff. I don't know if you know what English Mastiff is, but English Mastiff is a very tall, big dog. So I get 2 bottles of water out of the truck, and I go in this yard, and my captain is like, "Are you out of your freaking mind?" I said, "He has no water. He's in the heat. He has no shade. This dog looks like he's been out here alone for a week, you know?" And captain's like, "Girl, he's gonna rip your arm off." I said, "No, he's not. Shut up. I speak dog." Because, look, I know you got the whole polar bear dog thing going on, and I know you do service dogs, but Joanna, you don't know what that dog is capable of. And I said, "I don't need you to preach to me. Just give me the bottles of water." And I go in and I'm like, "Here, baby, it's okay." And he's wagging his tail just slightly. He looks almost lethargic. So I pour the 2 bottles of cold water in the bowl, and I throw the bottles I leave the bottles, like, in the yard, you know what I now, they're not where he can eat them, but I leave the bottles in the yard because I wanna see what happens. We go back the second day, bottles are still there, bowl is bone-ass empty. He's got a a cinch choke collar chain. It's a chain with spikes in it so that you can control, like, a large dog. They're dug into his skin, and I just looked at and I don't usually swear a lot. I do swear sometimes, and I apologize in advance if it offends you or anybody else, but I said, "Oh, F this." I just marched my little ass right back up to that truck. I'm opening the side grill because on the side grill of the truck is where we have all our tools. And oh yeah, they are the sweetest, best dogs. I love. It is a mini horse. I mean, they're big and they're clumsy, but they're not aggressive at all. I mean, English Mastiffs are big fat couch potatoes. The only thing I recommend is get a bigger couch if you want to sit on it with him. He'll sit right on top of you. Anyway, hold on, I'm sorry. My throat is still froggy this morning. I went out and I got the bolt cutters. I called my husband on the phone. I said, "To this address right now." Now, John's only, I mean, it's not that far away, you know, and he said, "Why?" I said, "Just get in the car, meet me here right now. I need you." And we have that thing where we can like feel each other's. I mean, I literally know what he's thinking. I guess 20 years does that when you're with the same guy and he's a nice guy. You get to where you can read their brain and they can read yours. So he didn't ask twice. He's like, "I'll be right there, honey. I'm coming." And he said, "Are you with the fire department?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Are you in a fire?" I said, "No, but I need you to come right away." So I go out and I get the bolt cutters, and there's like 3 other guys, and they're like, "Oh." Um, they kind of backed up a little bit because they thought I was gonna swing it at them, and they're like, "Who are you going I was like, I gotta get this dog. I'll be right back. Just go do go 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 do your you know go uh the smoke detector. I'll be right back. He's like, no 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 no. We're not going anywhere. We gotta see this. Joanna, I'm trying to save you from yourself. That freaking dog is taller than you. I was like, that dog is gonna be dead if I don't get him out of here. And so I took the bolt cutters and I dragged them behind me, real like, so he wouldn't be scared, And I dragged them behind me and I said, it's okay, boy. It's okay, boy. And I brought him more water. And while he was drinking water, I literally pulled the bolt cutters out of the ground because I kind of dropped them on the ground very, very softly. You have to do this very quiet. You don't want to spook this dog. He's already, he's not doing good. So anyway, yeah, I cut the bolt cutters, and I have these two gay friends. Oh my, they are the loves of my life. They were in my wedding. I mean, these guys, we go way back, but they're veterinarians. So I called them and they were like, I'm going to Cancun tomorrow, girlfriend. I don't have time to bother with you. I said, listen to me. John is on his way. He's bringing a dog to you. And we got a problem here. Just do what you can. Throw me the bill. I'll do what I can. I'm sorry. My sinuses lately are killing. Okay, side note. John shows up with a minivan, and the minivan's car because, I never put the mini seats in the dogs need all the room. And he takes a look at it and he's like, oh, honey, what is this? And I was like, I am going to name him. And I looked at my sergeant and I said, I'm going to name him Sergeant. And he needs to go to the vet right now. He is in so much trouble. Well, we figured he probably hadn't eaten in maybe a week because there was no food in his bladder when they x-rayed him and did all the blood work. That there was no food in his stomach. It was just battery acid, basically. Um, the chain had been embedded into his neck, so they had to do surgery on. First they had to get him fed and up to being able to handle the surgery, and then they had to do surgery to get the thing off of his neck. Girl, yeah, I know we got a minivan for our kids to talk. Well, our dogs are our kids, and when you have Great Pyrenees, I mean, you need some space. Although I do drive them, Patches, you'll laugh. I put them in the back of my Mitsubishi Spider convertible, and I put the top down, and they sit like this, and so it kind of like one head is out one window and one head is out the other window, and they literally they look like a two-headed llama. I'm not kidding. People like I never take them on the highway or anything like that, but I did drive them into New York City with the top down, and we look like a clown car. But they love driving in the. Hold on, I'll find the. You want to see a picture? I'll show you a picture of how I get my dogs in the car. Oh, my English pastor's wife was like, "You're not going to put those dogs in that car. Have you lost your mind? Child, they're not gonna fit. They're not gonna fit." I said, "They fit just fine." Anyway, I remember the first time she saw me putting them in the car. Because we used to take our dogs to church every week when we lived in Connecticut. And they were service dogs. This is my prior uh generation, my Lucy and Gandalf. I had Lucy and Gandalf for 12 and 13 years. And then I have George and Fiona for the next generation. But and they're therapy dogs. They're not registered yet as service dogs because I don't feel like I think that it's putting too much pressure on them to go full service, and I think therapy is where they land comfortably. And like I said, I mean, I've been training, for 25 years. So, but anyway, back to Sergeant. So Sergeant, uh, he 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 took about 2 weeks. He was literally in critical condition. Hold on, I'll show you a picture. See, that's how I get them in the car. Oh, can you see? I'm sorry, it's really glary. That's my car, and there they are with their big fat heads sticking out, and they fit just fine, and they loved it. They loved it because I only drove in the neighborhoods with them, and the wind, and they were just crazy. But yeah. Oh, thank you, darling. I think they're pretty awesome too. But then I found a veteran who needed a dog. And this is basically what I have been doing for the last 12 years. Minus last year, because last year I was sick. I was in the hospital. I you know, I don't advertise. I only go by word of mouth. And so far we have rescued I have 2 dog rescues in Dallas Fort Worth. They know me by name. They know my reputation, and they know that if I choose a dog, I go in and I look at the dogs and I spend time with the dogs. It's a very timely thing. I mean, it takes hours and hours and hours, and basically I choose the right dog for what I believe is the right person with the right needs. And the rescue organization forgoes the adoption fees and lets me have the dog. And I've never had a dog returned. Thank God, not yet. Anyway, so Sergeant healed up beautifully, and he was, oh my God, he was only like maybe 2 years old. They can actually tell their age by cutting their nails, and they have the nails DNA'd, and so we found out he was pretty young, and he got his teeth cleaned, and he had to have 2 teeth removed because they were abscessed. Can you imagine being out in that heat with abscessed teeth and no food and no water? Anyway, I could have done it the right way. I could have called the police. I could have called animal services. It would have taken me weeks to get that dog away from those people. And I had bolt cutters, and I just, I didn't have time. He didn't have time. That dog didn't have time. He wasn't going to make it. So hold on, Patches. One swig of coffee. So yeah, I'm a felon. I'm a dog thief. You know what I mean? I'm a dog thief. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so the new owner said, "Oh no, Sergeant is not good enough for this dog. I'm gonna name him Marshall." So his name is Marshall. Marshall became a rock star. He took Marshall everywhere. Kids would pet and sit on Marshall. Marshall just loved, loved, loved everybody. And it is 8 years later, and I just talked to him 2 weeks ago, and Marshall is doing great. So I expect that dog to live to at least 12 or 14 years old. I mean, I really do. If you take care of your large breed dogs, they will live longer. But you have to keep them really well exercised. I If you're going to get a Mastiff, girl, I applaud you and I support you. Just make sure you've got food money and make sure that you keep them super socialized. If you go to the store, take him with you. If somebody kicks you out of the store, say, fine. I'll take me and my dog and my money and we won't come back here anymore. Bye. That's it. I mean, I've had people, even when my dogs have had service vests on them, they've told me, you're not welcome here. And I was like, okay, it's your money. But once I sign off on a dog and I sign the paperwork and I say that this dog is is trustworthy in public places and that he is well socialized, he's well behaved, and that he is for a need, either it be medical, emotional, physical, whatever it is, this dog is qualified. And if a restaurant or anybody says no to you, then you just need to tell them, don't worry about it. I'm fine with it. But I just want to let you know that I do plan to report you. And if the government will be here and they will take $50,000 out of your pocket because it's a $50,000 fine to discriminate against a medical or uh, a service animal of any kind. And it won't go in my pocket. It'll go in the government's pocket, but I promise you, they'll garnish your ass. They will get their money. And it only happened to me once in 25 years that I actually, because I think it has a lot to do with your attitude. This is why I'm going to be doing this whole dog patriot thing, because I want people to understand it has to do with your attitude and the way that you talk to people and the way that you are responsible for defending your dog as much as your dog is responsible for defending. It's a 50-50 relationship, and you have to have your social skills intact when you take your dog out in public. You gotta be cool, you know? You've got hold on. I'm just gonna move this out of the way just tiny, tiny bit. I'm sorry. So I can read your all of our dogs have passed the therapy dog course. Didn't take. Oh, that's wonderful. Visits because he did it because we asked. Yeah, and you know what, Patches? That's so true. And I agree with you, and I'll tell you why. Because these dogs are naturally, it's in their genes, it's in their blood to guard. My dogs will not attack you. They will not attack a bear, but I promise you, they will growl and bark so loud at that bear that they're going to give that bear a second thought. Which is why they're so wonderful to be guardian stock dogs for sheep and um, goats and any kind of animal that is at risk. But the thing about George and Fiona and Lucy and Gandalf had it too. Lucy and Gandalf actually got an accolade from the governor when they passed away for all of the work and the visits that they did. So I could not be more proud of them. Do I take responsibility for it? No. I tell them. I just hold the leash. That dog has had it in his brain for hundreds of years that his natural job is to help you. And they have great, great empathy. If I am just crying over a Hallmark commercial, I'm not kidding you. George will run all over the house looking because I have Kleenex boxes everywhere right now because we're going through a box a day because of the allergies. I don't know, they're killing me. Anyway, I don't think I've ever had allergies as bad, but there's boxes of tissues everywhere. He grabs the box of tissues and he comes and he brings it to me just because he sees me crying. Did I train him to do that? No, I did not. And I mean, John calls it his stupid pet trick, but there's nothing stupid about it. He sees me and then he'll come and he'll sit on me until I'm sorry, I'm not even flipping through this book properly for you. We're just talking dogs today. Anyway, so yeah, so this is a natural thing that they do. Um, and they enjoy it and they love it and they live for it. And you do not have to reward them with food or treats. Some dogs do get trained. And I'm okay with that, but I tell people be careful because what you're going to do if you overuse the cookies, you're going to wind up with a dog who's a fat actress. Yeah, she's going to be like, I'll do anything you want, but I'll let you get a cookie. You know what I mean? Like, where's the cookie lady? I don't work for anything. I work for cookies and I only do encores for cash. Then you've overdone it. You have overdone it and you gotta reel that stuff back. But I have had dogs. I've done treat training, I've done reward training, I've done training with a ball and a rope. Um, one dog had a toy that I brought him. We named the toy Harvey. Anytime he heard the word Harvey, he sat up at attention and was like, "What do you need? What do you need?" This dog was so smart, he would go pick up your dry cleaning and pay for it. I'm not kidding you, girl. That dog took me 5 minutes to train. I was like, "Oh my God," all because of Harvey. So we had to, first of all, we had to go out and make sure we bought 2 or 3 Harveys as backups because once they get attached to your reward toy, if you lose that toy or it gets ripped up or ruined in the wash or whatever, you're in trouble. You gotta go get another Harvey. Anyway, okay, so this is a page I've just barely started on. I'm just doing the little rims and I can't wait to do her. She is the one I picked for my first one. But oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that your dog's a passive therapy dog course. I'm glad that you have a good trainer. Did you do it yourself or did you hire somebody? I'm just curious. Um, but I'm so glad. And if you do get a mastiff, please get him checked for hip dysplasia. Very, very important. If you um if you get a puppy, get him checked for hip dysplasia because if you don't, you're gonna have a bucket of money coming your way, and you're gonna have a dog that's gonna be uh, hip dysplasia's off. And I know that medical technology has come forward a long way, but don't put yourself through that. Just get another dog. Say no. I don't care how much. I don't care how cute he is. Walk away, girl. Walk away. Anyway, I noticed that Joanna Bashford is doing a lot more like Oriental stuff too, and that's kind of cool. She's doing a lot more Asian. Um, like she has that one, and then she has where is it Asian boat thing going on, and it's she's really kind of spreading her wings a little bit. A lot of Indian and um this one kind of trips me out. I don't know about swans with onion turret castles on. She must have had the good drugs that day. Who knows? You gotta wonder sometimes where do these images come from? Who comes up with this stuff? I cannot wait to do this. I cannot. I did it myself. I get health clearance back to generations. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, you are my people. Patches, you and I are sisters, possibly from another mystery. You never know, but yeah, that's exactly how you do it. There's another one. See, it kind of has like the little, you see the oriental kind of, it's kind of cool. I'm excited to do this. And anyway, so it's a cool book. Not bad. $10, $11, something like that. And oh, I love the one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna try to put this up so you can see. Let me try to not put it in my copy. Look at the wallpaper. I know it has like everything in it. It's just kitschy as anything. It's a pretty book. Um, definitely try it. But look for me, Patches. I will definitely. Are you on my Instagram? Do I have you on my Insta? Because if I don't, I'll write it down. I need to make sure that I have you on my Instagram, and I will let you know when we're going to do the vlog. And I'm not sure. It might be live. Anyway, oh my God. I'm sorry. Okay, well, feel better. Feel better, sweetheart. I'll check you, make sure I've got you on my Instagram. Go get rid of that cramp. Oh God, I hate those things so much. They hurt like the devil. Feel better, and I have so enjoyed talking with you. Love you, girl. Have a good day, okay? Everybody out there, take care, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye.